So, welcome to the PicProtoBoard presentation. Well, it all started when a few years ago I bought the PIC2 starter kit, and as soon as I got it, I started using it for some preliminary testing, and I realized that the available free space was quite small, and then soldering was a real pain in the neck, in my opinion, of course. And then, last but not least, I wasn't able to debug because it was required a debug header with that kind of PIC, so I used it, but I didn't like it at all. And so I decided that I need something different for testing and prototyping, and I wanted it to be not so small but neither huge. I wanted it to be solderless, and I want to be able to simply power supply it, and I wanted to be able to debug without the need of a dedicated debug header. And so I took a look at the market, and I wasn't able to find a board that satisfied all my needs, because most of these boards, I know that there are a lot of boards on the market, but most of them comes with a lot of devices pre-connected on board. Other have some space for test and prototyping, but they are not solderless, and the only one solderless that I found was in this from Microchip, but the solderless area is quite small in my opinion. So at the end I decided to develop my own one, and here it is. This is the PicProtoBoard. I decided to call it PicProtoBoard, and you can power supply it from a free USB port of your PC. All you need is just a USB-A, USB-B or micro USB cable, depending on the spare one that you have at home or in your lab. And otherwise you can power supply it from an external power supply by means of this circular connector, or by means of these two pads on the bottom side of the board. Then there are two solderless breadboarding areas for testing and prototyping and set up the environment, the circuit you need to test. And okay, it has 6 rubber feet to let it stay firmly on the table. It comes with a PIC 16 F887, so it doesn't need a debug header, because this chip has the in-circuit debug, and the board is compatible with all the PIC of the same 40-pin deep family. So if you want to use it with another PIC, all you have to do is just to remove this one and insert the desired one, and it will work. Then the VDD for the PIC is selectable by means of these jumpers. It could be 5 volt or 3.3 or 1.8 volt, and you can access all these voltages by means of these connectors. And well, it is compatible with the PIC3, with the PIC2, with the ICD 2 or 3, and with the Realize. If you have a PIC2 or 3, all you have to do is just insert it into that connector. It is quite neat at the end, and if you want, you can fix it by means of these two holes with a cable tie. So if you want to let it stay firmly on the board, and if you have the ICD or the Realize, you can connect it to this connector. All the pins of the PIC are accessible by means of these two seal strip, and then there are these 3 devices. I know that there are a few devices, but there was some free space on the board, so I just added these 3 devices. It is just an output LED, a push button, and a potentiometer, just for for when you need to do some very quickly test. Okay, well, it comes with a set of 65 male-to-male flexible cable for breadboarding, and then it comes with this little set of devices. There are a few resistors, a potentiometer, some push buttons, LEDs, green and red, and then there are some transistors, and of course if you have a lot of these devices at home you don't need this kit, but anyway it comes with the board. And the board is available in two different versions. There is the base version, that is the board, the cables, and the kit of devices. Otherwise it comes as a starter kit. It comes with the PIC 3, and it's USB cable. So if you like it and you are interested into this board, please take a look at my website gtronics.net and give a thumb up for this video, and thanks for watching.